Today on the Scratch to Scratch journey, I'm back with the top coach in all of California, Dana Dalquist, to work on lag and spotting a crucial piece of what causes me to cast the club. Not only that, but he also brings another coach.
Hey, Chris.
With an amazing golf swing to demonstrate new feels to me. And by the end of all this, I have a new and improved identity with the club that everyone wants to hit better, the driver.
Bro, just neutron bomb.
So with that, let's go.
How's it going?
Good, yeah. It looks stripy right now.
Yeah, so I guess before we start, a couple minor adjustments that I've been doing is, like I mentioned, I went to an interlock for the grip. Same like strength.
Do you do it with short game too, or just with your full swing?
I've been tinkering that,
Okay.
I would say. Interlock just so I could feel more connected,
Yeah.
but it's the same strength in regards to whatever.
Yeah.
That's a little thing. And then I have a new like trigger on the takeaway so that I don't have to use my arms a lot, where I try to like sense I think you said this like 4 lessons ago, and I just rewatched it actually. And so I'm bringing that in where it's like I use pressure to start the takeaway like this.
Yeah.
And then once I get here, I try to feel, I don't want to say feel nothing, but
Yeah.
feel like I don't need to use my arms to get from takeaway to backswing. So I go here and then I just use my body without lifting to get to the top.
Okay.
So
Cool.
it's thin.
Tell you what, it looks a lot better. Hit like 2 more.
Okay. And yeah, I think my main miss actually is if I go here and I get a little head and I'll thin it like that.
Yeah, we'll discuss that.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Awesome,
left.
brother.
A little left.
All right, let's take a look.
Okay, cool.
So we'll just go right here.
I do feel like, I think I mentioned this, but there's moments I feel like my left bend is so too much maybe from the takeaway to backswing, but maybe you could take a look.
So to that point, if you have too much left bend on your backswing, what is that going to adversely do?
I'll have to go like
No.
that or no?
So if I have too much left bend, what's my head typically going to do?
Go.
It could be more forward, right?
Oh, I see. Yes.
Just in a vacuum.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if I just said I'm left bending, my head went left, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And then
Oh, that's why. Okay.
could it go down more? It could go
Yes.
down more.
Yes.
So like those things could occur. You could also extend more
Oh, I see.
to find rotation,
Yeah.
right? So it's funny, like 2 lessons prior to my last lesson was a girl from Korea who needed to feel left bend and extension.
Oh, I see. So
Because she was too
counteracted.
far over here, and she was hitting out on the ball and hitting push hooks. So it's like, it's kind of a, something we need to kind of look at and go, okay, do I have too much? Do I have too little? I think with the longer clubs, you need to be very cognizant. So his hands are in a good spot.
Yeah.
Pelvis is down a little, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's a little bit out with your left arm. Okay, so typically here you would see a player, i.e. everybody on tour, their rib cage is going to be about 50 degrees closed at lead arm parallel.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, so you're a little bit here.
Yeah.
Now instead of trying to stay closed, let's figure out why when we go to caddy view.
Okay.
Because I think your head might be a little too far forward.
That's what I've kind of sensed.
Have you seen that?
I just felt like the change will cause that, when I go like this, I'll go like that a little more. So, but
The change of direction?
the change of like no more lifting, but the way I bring it up is using my body, but I tend to go like that when I do that.
Okay, yeah. Some players, I'm just covering my bases here, covering my ass, if you want to call it that, but some players have more extension. So like the Scotty Shufflers, his head goes forward, so his head is 2 inches forward at the top.
Okay.
So, but he doesn't horizontally rotate, or he hits wipes.
Yeah.
So he, boom, goes that way to shallow it out. You're rotating, right? So more horizontally than you are pushing back and side bending. So that kind of lines up. And to be honest, like at impact, like your shoulders look good. Your hips don't look as open because they can't.
Yeah.
But pretty decent. Like overall, pretty decent. Like I think you've done a great job with your arm structure there. That's improved 1,000%. I think the caddy view is the most important, to be honest. Right here. Let's see what you do. So I'm going to go from address. I'm going to make one quick point here. Are your tilts and sway gap good? Yep, perfect. Okay, good. You don't need a lesson. You need a tea time, brother. So chest side bend, so your pelvis is good, 8 degrees at P3. Pelvis went down a little bit much, but you're fine.
Yeah.
So both centers kind of went down.
Yeah.
Left bend's a little heavy.
That's what I think. Those 3 is what I've kind of sensed.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about those 3.
But here's kind of, I think, what you need to realize. So at P3, lead arm parallel.
Yep.
Your head's back an inch. Your pelvis is back half of an inch. And then at the top, pelvis is forward an inch. Your head's forward half inch.
Yep.
Okay. You cannot from here have horizontal rotation. So if I have any of this with this pattern, it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
So, and you're down quite a bit.
Yep.
So I need this to be significantly more to the right, and coming down, it stays more right. See how like your head's forward there?
Yep. Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Let's go play golf. I mean, dude, if that's all there is,
Yeah.
you know, so it's just this a little more here, and then through the ball more back with your head, boom, that way.
Yeah, that's what I've been sensing. Like that is my, I don't say miss, but like when I get too much, then I can't like compress it. But if I stay, then I can.
Yeah, you can start pushing back.
Yeah.
Get more that way to the golf ball.
Yeah.
Especially your long clubs, you know. It's interesting, like, we live in a world where, you know, we have fancy video and all that kind of good stuff. But, like, as it pertains to hitting a shot, and you want to get good at golf, you have to build the skill of, you have this big tree right here. If I hit the right corner of the tree high, what would that feel like?
Yeah.
So your brain's got to go, okay, I'm going to feel a little bit more that way and just hit a high smoke draw.
Okay. So when I get here and I do this, I just need to avoid doing this, like this. Is that what it is?
You need to avoid what?
Avoid going down.
Yeah, you got to feel like almost like the upper COG
Yep.
goes to the right as your pressure goes left. So it's kind of like you're twisting into more rotation.
Okay.
And your head's going more right, hips going more left. So you're moving your center of gravity. So here's your chest, here's your hips, that way through the transition.
Can I show it without a ball?
Yeah.
So if I were to go here as I do,
Yep.
instead of this, it's this?
Yeah, twist more and then go left with your pelvis and right with your head.
Okay, got it.
There you go. No divot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I realized with my driver too. When I get to my like this, it's worse.
Yeah.
So I need to feel like I'm going out in the 45-degree angle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Money.
man, that sounded
It's money. It's
super
still money.
compressed.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. So if I need to hit a ball, but I need to launch it over this thing,
Yeah.
just imagine this is like a high tree.
Okay.
It goes over that. So I have to go boom to get that launch angle up. Okay?
Yep.
This is more like an external way of doing it.
Oh, dang.
Okay? Keep doing it.
I side bended way too much on the right.
But this is one of those things like, okay, you got to figure all this out, right? Like you figure it out on the golf course.
Yeah.
If you just hit balls in a bay, you're not figuring much out. Sick. You're very apprehensive on that one.
Yeah. I feel like you could do that, right? If you land and then just use the ground to kind of push.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You actually kind of did it.
Yeah, I tried doing that with my driver yesterday and it went like so far.
When I do a golf lesson, I look for like certain relationships. Okay, so right here at P5, 50 degrees closed, pelvis is forward 3 degrees, head's back. Okay, so that's not normal for you.
Yeah.
Normally your head is in front of your pelvis.
Yep.
Now, what you're probably going to learn to do is because of that, this wrist angle will start increasing. I don't know why I did that, but there, like that, like you're actually going to be able to lag the club. Because what happens is when this starts to get forward too much, it gets thrown out to hit the ball. Otherwise, you're going to kill a squirrel.
I see.
Right? So this enables you not to do that. So as you're starting to come down, like, see now your head's back, hips forward.
Yep.
I mean, you overdid it. Now, if you did get some more lag in there, the handle would look more forward, but your head would be back, hips forward. So that would be how you'd hit a high ball.
I see.
Okay. So now I'm not saying that you're going to hold the angle, but it'll lag more.
Yep.
And it'll let out more. You start hitting it high.
Yep.
Kind of giving that open-ended a little because you can kind of figure that out. But certainly your head's not too far forward here, which is good.
That makes sense about the lag. I was like, why am I always like going this? And
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like
yeah.
trying to bring it in,
You
but
can't.
you can't.
Your brain won't let you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can try.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
You will kill squirrels. So you don't want to do that. Disclaimer, we're not killing squirrels.
on this channel.
On this channel. It's a different channel. Yeah, let's just kind of
I see.
feel that a little bit. So I would feel like this is going back, and then you're going to be able to start loading the shaft from the top.
This and then this and then land.
Yep.
Then like that.
Okay.
Oh.
Good. That's your feel. So just feel like this thing's going to whack your shoulder
Yeah.
as you throw your head back. Okay?
Yeah.
Did it hit your shoulder?
It hit the back of my my back.
Better though. Let's do it again.
Okay.
Hit your shoulder when you do it. Good. Do it softer and slower. Check that out. That's kind of the idea.
Yeah.
Your hands are where you're going to deliver all the speed. It's not so much your body. So you can't turn harder. You think about it, I can't speed my rotation up. If I'm going 2 miles per hour like this,
Yeah.
I might be able to go 2.5
Oh, I see.
because this can't go very quick.
Yeah.
These can.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you might be more open or more square and not change the club head speed.
Okay.
Okay. That's a big fallacy. You might prefer a position like Bryson's pretty square
Yep.
and Joaquin Neiman's really open. Both of them play at a high level.
Yeah.
The question is like, where are you getting the leakage? So you already are good at opening,
Yes.
clearly.
Yes.
Like you don't need more of that. But you do need more hand speed.
Okay.
So when you go to the top, and I'm being very, very like picky right now.
Yeah.
Very picky. When you transition, you go to the top, head back, hips forward. Okay, you kind of overdid it, but that's the point. Then when you transition, you lag the club. See how it increases like radial deviation?
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's going to work in two different ways. So it's not going to be this. Okay. It's going to load through the transition, and it's probably going to lower down at the same time. Those two things are probably going to coincide. But your head's the most back, the club's the most loaded, and then when you come down, now your handle's to oblivion.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like Bobby Clampett on steroids.
That's
Okay.
wild.
So do you need to do that? No, because you need to decelerate the hands.
Yeah, because this was way open, the club.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now you get the handle way ahead.
Oh, I see.
So like your brain
That's-
starts to realize
insane.
it's loading the club
Uh-huh.
and then unloading the club.
Oh man, so I have to kind of like have the, I don't want to say no pressure, but
Yeah, way less.
way less pressure at the top here.
Yeah. And then get good at like learning to line that thing up, however direction you want to release it. So some guys release it this way, some guys are this way. Like it just depends. But it depends on what you're doing here. So like if your head's forward, your release pattern, if your head's way over here, is going to be like casted out,
Yep.
right? To get the ball in the air.
Yeah.
Like your brain knows it has to do that. Have fun with that.
That's wild. So I'm like regular boom, and then I don't lift it. It's this, and then
And then you're going to have a little bit softer hands. It'll load a little bit, and then you're going to try to launch it. Bam. Pretty good.
Like a little open. I just need to line that up. I feel like...
Yeah, so it's gonna, when it lags, it doesn't go this way. It lags and a little bit of that, and then you can line it up. Then just throw your head back. Soft hands.
Oh,
Get in there. So look at me. So you're gonna almost feel, see how my head's back and this is like lagging?
yeah.
Not so like stiff. Yep. There you go.
I just feel like when I go though, it's like I get it and then it opens up the club here,
Okay.
and so I can't line it up.
Well, you will.
Maybe like that. Let me see.
Cool. Do a couple practice swings.
Yeah.
Like don't and don't try to get mechanical. Just do it. Okay, come here.
I think adding that little this at the top, I'm just not.
Well, that gets into a really big conversation.
Oh, okay.
If you want me to open that can,
Yeah,
I will.
yeah.
Okay.
Because prior I was basically avoiding that, so I was basically keeping it to a point where it's so passive I could easily like turn it down. But I feel like when I go like that, it's
Well, okay. So
yeah.
this throws a can of worms. So your wrist is in flexion at the top.
Yes.
Okay. The more flexion I have in my wrist, the wider the angle gets. See how it uncocks?
Yeah.
Okay. So most tour players are not there. They're here.
Yeah.
So they can actually go here, get a little bit of this, and then torque it through. So I'm just saying, like, don't overthink on it right now.
Okay.
So like, even if you get it a little bit open, I don't care. So like at the top here, head's back, hips are fine, nice turn. And then you're trying to, that's with your wrist condition, that's about as much lag that you're gonna be able to get.
Yeah. I
Okay.
see. Okay.
Because of the wrist in flexion. Now, if you looked at like Hogan, okay, his grip was extended here, so it can have more radial.
I see. So
Right?
I can't even get lag without.
That's why I said it's a can of worms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you need to do that? It's up to you. If it's something in the future that we want to get to, we can get to it. But that's already better.
Yes.
I just don't want your head forward
Yeah.
because you're not going to be able to hit high balls
Yeah.
unless you just cast it out. So
Yeah. I see what you're saying there.
Yeah.
Can of worms.
yeah, it's a lot.
We could
Okay.
go down the rabbit hole.
It's
I
a-
kind of want to get it though.
We'll get there at some point. But see, that looks good. Would you agree?
Yes.
So your head's where it should be. And then, boom, pretty good. See, a nice right elbow. You know, plenty of rotation, like too much, to be honest.
Classic.
And good left leg, good extension. It's not too straight. Like you don't want to have your left leg too straight at impact for what you're trying to do.
Left.
If you're going to draw it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because if I go like this too much,
Yeah.
it's probably going to pull the swing direction more left.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, I think that looks good. So, like, I would back it up. Don't overemphasize the hands, but overemphasize the fact that you're hitting high balls over that deal.
Oh, I see where the lag would come from. Because like if I were here, there's no way, unless I was here.
Right.
Okay.
So, Rory McIlroy, okay?
Yeah.
Let's look at the spectrum.
Yeah.
Victor Hovland is most here on tour, right?
Yeah.
And he has this as his release pattern or transitional pattern.
Yeah.
Okay, arm comes out, this goes this way. Now, his arm doesn't actually physically come out, but in relative terms, it's more out. Rory McIlroy, hands come more down.
Yeah.
He's more here at the top, loads the shaft more.
Yes.
But he also lines it back up. So you can do it either way. There's basically two different ways to release the club.
Wait, so can you repeat how then, like Victor and DJ and Colin can get lag if they're up here?
They don't.
Oh, they don't? Oh, I see.
I mean, they get some, but they don't get, not
Insane
Rory.
amount.
Yeah.
So it's here. If I were to go, instead of what I would do is this,
And then go there.
and then I would just
Yeah,
go
so
here.
in a vacuum, it would be more, this would be more here, right?
Yeah.
And then this would head that way.
And the only way I could line that up is my head back. Because
Yep.
I couldn't, if I went here, I'll go like...
No way you could do it. Very good. Okay.
Interesting. This is interesting, though. The hand component part.
I shouldn't even said anything.
I mean, now I'm gonna...
I mean, look,
I just get it.
it is better. And remember, like, if you had a weak grip, you wouldn't do it. Your grip's neutral.
Yeah.
Is that preferable? Yeah. Do most of my guys do that? Yes.
Yeah.
But, you know, but here's what's funny, Jerome, is like beginners, I don't teach them wrist extension on the backswing because it's a little more complex. Because if I had a beginner and they're here and I get it to get more open, or neutral open, and then they have to learn how to do that, well, that takes a while, you know. So if I get them just to get flat, to bowed, well, now I just close the face for them. Yep. Now they don't have to do anything, right? Yeah. Now they're just going to start hooking it. So then the issue, though, is that when it gets shut and closed, then the brain goes side bend more so I don't hit it left. Yeah. So, yeah.
I think that's my miss.
It's a different pattern.
Yeah. I mean, last couple of weeks I've been hit, like, I would say I've been hitting really well, but my miss is like I'll hook it. Sure. So I'll go like that. But if I could get here and then stay back now, I'll try, and I can do the same release.
Let me ask you a question. So you've been working with James on short game?
Just one session.
Okay. How'd that go?
It was okay. It was kind of intro. So.
Okay. Did he bring up the fact of like the wrists or anything?
No, not yet. He didn't want to like go into the specifics on day one, I guess. Okay. He was just like try to get a better feel.
Because generally speaking, with short game, it's the opposite of full swing.
Oh, I see.
So like, let's discuss for a minute because I think this is important. Okay. So you typically have two different demographics. You have guys that are good with short game and guys that are good ball hitters. And the reason being is you have spin loft. Okay, so spin loft is the difference between your angle of attack and your dynamic loft at impact. Okay. Very hot topic on the internet for the last year. Okay. So you have two different camps. So you have like Joe Mayo and Gabe and guys that are talking about hitting down and left to create spin and launch at a certain angle. Okay. Now, without getting into semantics and who's right, who's wrong, everybody has a valid point. Okay. But how does that relate to ball striking? You don't want to have a lot of it when you hit a golf ball because you're going to launch it high and have a lot of spin and you're going to hit it short. Yeah. Okay. This is probably why, anecdotally, short game guys are not the best ball hitters because they're very good at creating a lot of loft and potentially wiping it. Yeah. And then when you do that, you hit it everywhere. Yeah. Okay. So then they have to manipulate the face really at the last minute to hit it well. I see. Right? Yeah. Now, there are examples of guys that have good short game and good ball hitters, i.e. maybe like Tiger Woods. Outlier. Right? A little bit of an outlier. Who knows and understands how to manipulate the two. So the point being is if I was standard deviation grip and I open the face up a little bit, okay, that's open. Yep. Because that toe is up. Okay. Yep. And I made a golf swing. Yep. I'd have to be very, very cognizant and good on lining that thing back up again. Now, are there guys that do that? Of course there are. Yeah. Are there many? No. Yeah. But there are a few. Yes. Okay. So that's kind of covering my ass again. Yeah. Okay.
So, man, so I want to kind of get here though, and then
head goes back.
So I'm going to try this. That's why my swing has been super short recently because I would just get here and I would just kind of like let it be here versus like this, which is very easy to like line it up. But yeah, I feel like this would just generate a lot more.
Yeah. Good luck. Yeah.
Oh, I could feel that. I could feel that, and then
you'll feel it.
And then I have to, it makes your head actually stay back because if you're not, you cannot close.
That's right.
I want to go back to one question, and I think I already know the answer. When I don't do that, I'm a little here, but when I do that, I'm like right here.
Yeah, you're more forward with the handle.
Does being more forward with the handle at this point cause less hooks, or like what's the?
I mean, it depends on what's matching up to that, but I would say yes. Yes. In a vacuum. Okay. I mean, in regard to, there's other things that are on top of that. where is your upper center?
Okay.
So why are you hooking it? Well, you're probably hooking it because you're extended because you're forward. The handle's back. So this lines up like that, right? So the face is already getting close to the path real quick. And then you stand up and go like that, and then it goes boom that way. That's probably what's going on.
Yeah.
So in a vacuum, if the button of the club is further forward, it would delay that release. But more importantly, with your head back this way, you're not going to have a face orientation that gets left too quick in a vacuum.
Yep.
Right? I mean, there are examples of guys that release it earlier, right? Like back here, but they have some other matchup that lines it up for them. But
okay. Can I try just without the lag and my head back?
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
let's see if we can go to the lag.
I want you to do that when you practice. Just kind of go back and forth between the two feels.
That kind of means then at the transition, I'm really like, I don't want to say like moving everything, kind of like
working underneath it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty good. I like your pattern now. Your pattern's a lot more.
Yeah, it's just like over there.
It's not starting 40 right and hooking.
Yeah,
kind of
for sure.
10 yards right and drawing.
Yeah. That one, I went here and like.
That's all right.
Did this.
Still fine. I like what you said though. Now you know your ball hitting's not holding you back.
Oh yeah.
And that's cool.
No, it was a crazy couple days. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna hit it over there. I'll hit it over there.
But what a lot of people don't understand when it comes to, and I'm not discounting golf lessons and everything, but like here's a good example. I had a junior the other day. Okay, comes out first lesson. I'm not gonna name names. But he goes to a college, but he's still a junior in my mind. Nice looking golf swing, really good golf swing, and I didn't know the difference whether he was 10th in the country or 300th. I have no idea, because everything looks good. I'm like, why are you here? You know, I don't putt well. I'm like, okay, do I drive you to the front and go get a putting lesson? I mean, it's one of those, and people are kind of like that. It's like, do I need to hit the ball better metrically to score? I'm not saying you need to go play Baltusrol from the back, you know, in a 30-mile-per-hour wind, and that's going to be your barometer. But, you know, for normal golf, like you experience, you hit every fairway?
On that day, yeah. On the first 11, and then
how many greens?
That was like the problem. I would say 50%.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, but the problem, if right now I know, and it's because I put all my attention to full swing for like the last year and a half, is like when I don't hit that green, then I got a double, and I'm just like, I need to get up and down or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, get it respectfully, like. Don't make doubles.
Yeah, that's that. I got like one double because I didn't hit the green, and I got a bogey because I didn't hit the green, and then I got all pars.
And then was there any course management piece to this? Like, where did you hit it?
Well, I was just hitting my drives like straight. So, and then when I did hit the green, I would be like, okay, I just need to hit it on the left side because it's uphill and it'll be fine. 2-putt all the time. But right now, I think maybe another time, but like getting dialed with my approach. I think approach shots is like the thing that separates me from like being like a 3 handicap, I think.
Do you have any relationships with like stats programs? Guys?
Not yet.
No, seriously. Like at a good thing to do, because here's the thing, we're on a driving range, there's no trouble, we're not aiming specifically on different targets all the time.
Yeah.
There gets to be a point where you need to learn how to play the game.
Yeah.
So like if you're hitting it in a position where you have to, i.e. carry it over a bunker, and you might have hit a really good shot, but it goes to 12 feet and you missed the putt, you really didn't do anything bad there other than where you left the ball before you hit that chip shot.
Yes.
Where you could have maybe hit a 9-iron instead of a wedge, and then that ball would have ended up in a better spot with the same swing, and now that's a par.
Yes.
See what I mean? Like,
100%.
But if you ran a stats program, whether it's Arcos, Decade, Circles, whichever one, I don't know. Sorry if I left one of you guys out. But it's something that kind of tailors your practice now.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of at that point where you're like, okay, well, I'm hit a bunch of wedges that go 148 yards instead of 151 yards.
Yeah.
Because the distribution pattern's better.
Yeah.
I'm going to hang my hat on that. You know, that's kind of where I would be with your full swing. Yeah, okay, not have your head go 4 inches forward is important, but that's easy to fix. Like, you already kind of did it in 5 swings.
Yeah.
So it's like, how am I practicing?
Yeah.
Like, you should go to the range from now on, Jerome, and like have a purpose outside of the mechanics of your swing.
Yeah, the last 3 days I've like decreased from like a large bucket to a medium bucket, and all I do is I'll spend 15 shots, 5 shots on my wedge, 5 shots on my 7-iron, and 5 shots on my driver just to get the feel, and then I just start like hitting targets, and then I go chip and putt.
Okay, good.
That's like
beautiful.
That's what I feel like.
The only other 2 options then would be run a stats program.
Yeah.
So you can tailor that more to what you do on the course.
Yeah.
And then obviously you're already playing more on the course. And then test those situations out.
Yeah.
Because you only have 1 ball, so you might as well test it. But like, what is the experience when I have a back pin that's cut on the right? You know, where do I aim? Okay, well, if I take it at it, do 40% of the balls end up right of the pin, but like that bunker there, they end up in the bunker 30% of the time. Like, like those little things show up. I have college kids that do that. It's like they have a back pin, they're on a par 5, they smoke a drive, they have a 7-iron, it's like green light in their head. You're on a par 5, bro. Like, you don't need to take it at the pin. Take it to the middle of the green and, oh yeah, you have 22 feet for birdie. Yeah. It's like, just do that. Don't hit it in the bunker. Hit it to 12 feet, miss it. Like, we're not making advantages here.
Yeah, that's a very good example. Like, I even remember, I think it was on film where I hit a good drive, 285, 290, whatever. I have 98 to the pin, and it's on the right side of the green, and there's so much green on the left side, like an insane amount, and I just went directly at the pin, and it faded a little bit, and because of like that 5-foot fade, it went into the bunker. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, I could have just aimed left. Even if I had to miss it, it would be at the pin.
Is there a tequila bottle in your bag?
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was just like, oh, and then I ended up getting a bogey on that because I had to get it, get it out instead of 2-putt it. I was just like, that's like pretty easily avoidable.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you have a pattern, because now you know what the ball is going to do most of the time. Yeah. And if it pushes 5 yards, that's not egregious. Yeah. Like, it's still within that pattern, especially with a wedge.
Yeah, I would say that, and then I need to basically get way more precise on my approach shots. Like, full swing A wedge 124, but when I need to get a 114, I'm like guessing right now. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I think it's this, and it goes 94, and I'm like, oh my god. Like,
you need to get fit, dude.
Yeah, that's next for sure.
Yeah, because like then your wedge setup can be, you can fill those gaps.
Yeah, man, I'm like guessing. It's a massive gap right now for sure.
Yeah. You have 85 to like, I don't know, 145. Like, you need those gaps taken care of. Yeah. I mean, it's a good pattern. It was a little low, but good pattern.
Yeah, that was low. Why did that go so low?
Did you catch it low on the face?
No, it seemed like I compressed it. I think I was maybe up here.
Handle was too forward?
Yeah, it was. I think it was way too forward.
We'll find out.
Yeah. Okay.
Do a couple more.
Yeah, I think now I'm entering the phase of like, how do I say this? Refinement.
Oh, big time. Yeah, you got a nice golf swing. Good enough.
It's good enough, I think, to do what I technically want to do. I'm not relying on like a 300-yard straight driver all the time now, which is good. Oh, that was, I knew that was going to be mishit. I like raised my arms there.
Flush. Hey, Chris. Okay.
Hey, Chris.
You're on film. You're going to hit 2 balls. He's one of the teachers here. How many juniors do you work with? 500? 499, sorry. 499. I didn't want to fill your book too quick. Just hit a ball real quick. Like a off speed. Hit one like, I don't know, 85 yards. Where was all of his speed?
Like down here.
You want to do one more? Right? So like all this speed was where? It's loading, and then all the speed's down here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Namaste.
I would definitely say it's
there.
never violent here.
Yeah, you're not pulling on it.
Yeah.
Not to get ahead of ourselves, but that's, yeah. Got it. Thank you, Chris. All right, let's look at that video. I took your video, by the way.
Okay. I think when I get like this at the top, it makes me want to like pull more.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I think I just need to like let it. If I get in this position, I think I could lag it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, is it green?
Yeah. I mean, your head's in the center at P5, 47 degrees closed with your rib cage. Pelvis is ahead, 2.4. So like within somewhere in that range is fine.
Yeah.
This all depends on the shot. So if you're like, well, Dana, I want to hit a lower shot, I'm probably going to be more on top of it intuitively. Right?
Like that first shot, yeah.
Yeah. And then if I'm hitting a higher shot, intuitively, I'm going to be more back here. But that's kind of the artistry of golf. Like, you got to figure that out.
Yeah.
But you're not going to hit a 5-iron with your head, that's fine there. But too far forward where it's in front of your pelvis where it was. See that? That was pretty good. Like that lined up. And then head was back, hips forward.
Oh, that's why it's so like here now.
Yeah.
That's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll get it. I'm not
Yeah.
worried about you.
Let's
Get the big dog out.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll spend like a week or two on the lag stuff. I felt it and I feel like I know what to do. I just need to like rep it out.
I like how everything's like you have a white head cover, white bag.
Yeah.
It's looking clean.
We need a pure game. So with my drives, I try to like emphasize the takeaway to go like super farther rather because sometimes I go here and I just go like that.
Okay.
So,
Just do what you've been doing.
Yeah. It's not bad. Not bad drive.
Sent it. Very nice.
Smash that.
I like your new identity.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
That's the secret.
Huh.
So this is more for your viewers.
Yeah.
Like if your identity is rubbish about your ability to hit a golf ball or anything like that, no chance to improve. And it's cool that you're telling a story about how good you hit your driver.
Yeah.
So it brings more confidence later. Bro, just neutron bombs.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look. I'm happy.
I feel like there's things I want to fix though, but
Really?
yeah, a little bit. But that's what I'm just hitting all the time. It's like a little.
Yeah, I would invest in a shag bag so you can chip.
Yeah.
'Cause that's pretty good. That's great. Okay,
Yeah.
so there you are. I'm gonna set some goals for you here.
Is this up? Well, what's pelvis turn?
It's your pelvis turning.
Which way? This way.
Negative means to the right.
I see.
So you're good.
I'm not out of bounds anymore, right?
No.
Okay. Good.
Perfect. Yeah, your hips are ½ inch to the right.
Okay.
Perfect.
Cool. Yeah.
Head's back. You actually do have some lag there. So this is why your driver's good. So your head's forward 1.4
Yep.
from where it started, but your hips are forward.
Is that too much head sway though?
Well, I mean,
Will
there
that
are
make
guys that do it. You kind of want it around 0.
Okay. I think. I can do
That's why I think if you keep pushing that back a little bit more,
that. Yeah. With
more
everything.
this, you're going to be right as rain.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty good. Where'd you hit that on the face?
I think I hit. I don't know. I know I didn't hit the center.
Yeah, so that's why the face twisted.
Yeah.
Open. So
I think I might have hit it this way.
probably toe.
Toe a little bit.
Yeah. That's why. So a toe hit makes it look like it goes that way.
So I went a little bit extension there.
No, it's your toe hit,
Oh, okay.
and it will go into some extension.
Some extension.
Yeah, you look good, dude.
That's okay.
Yeah, just send it. Do
Yeah.
that again. It's the
well,
same thing. Like you just have to learn how to,
Stay back.
boom, go that way.
I actually tried that yesterday, where I was like, what if I just left this here and then just go like that?
Yeah,
Dude, it went so far.
yeah.
The only thing that was a problem was that I went here and then I went like.
Oh yeah,
this.
you don't want to do that.
Yeah, and it like made it a cut because like I
Yeah.
opened up my chest. But
That's right.
If I could keep this here and do the same thing.
Remember, guys at home, don't look at the target.
Yeah.
It'll open your chest too early.
Yeah, exactly.
When guys they look at like DJ,
Yeah.
and DJ's like here. You got to remember DJ's hitting the fade.
Yeah.
And DJ also turns 135 degrees. So by the time he starts to go, it doesn't quite get as open, you know. But if you turn short, different story.
Oh, I really wanted to.
Still work though. Dead straight.
That was me, like.
That's okay.
I just need to get.
You notice the ball went dead straight though?
Did it?
Dead straight.
Oh.
It's on shot tracer, so.
Maybe not too much.
No,
bit.
do too much because that went dead straight.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Oh. Oh, it's going.
Dude, that's murdered. That's murdered.
It is going straight though. I mean, I was way off balance, but.
I don't care.
That's pretty funny. It's like I'm, like, pushing the ground.
That's right. Well, you are.
Yeah. It's kind of amazing though for to think about like Rory basically doing this at full speed and staying like completely still. That's like a
No,
wild.
his feet jump.
Oh, I mean like keeping his fall through perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Well,
just, like,
I mean,
amazing.
it's an adaptation, right? I
Yeah.
mean, he's done it since he was a kid.
Oh, that was.
Come here. Don't worry about it. You're fine. Check this out.
I know why did that happen though.
Boom, boom. Heads back 1.6, hips forward
that's
3.4, and then into impact. Boom.
That was a nuke.
Head back. See how it lines right up? Right elbow's good. Hips forward.
Was that just that one?
No, it was the one before.
Okay, I was like, that one didn't look like it.
Now, you didn't like your follow through late, and you see you're off the ground, so you're up on your toes.
Yeah.
But so is Nelly Corder, and she's pretty good at golf.
Oh, okay.
So
Dang.
it's like, hit it like that. The thing went right down the fairway. And you kept your head in the right spot. That's the opposite, dude. That's
insanely
6 inches
opposite.
of difference between where your head was before coming down
Yeah.
and now where it is.
Yeah. It's funny because, I mean, right now it doesn't feel like natural, but once I hit it, I'm just like, that's compressed.
Yeah. Can you imagine how far you'll hit your chip shots doing that?
Yeah.
Don't do it with your chip shots.
Okay. Yeah. So should I just work on, I'm just going to work on this obviously, but
Sure.
I'll tell you how this feels.
You can fool around with that.
I'll fool around with it.
Yeah.
I think.
So I'm just telling you, like I said earlier, there's a transitional point, depending on who I'm dealing with, on what we do with the hands. It's not a one size fit all.
Yep.
Okay. If I have a player who's already there and they're on tour, I'm probably not going to change them.
Yeah.
Unless they're like, I want to change it. Because that gets complicated.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if a player is already neutral, okay.
Yeah.
It's easy. But from where you were going, where you're coming over the top and hitting slices and hitting down on it a lot,
Yeah.
and the face was going the other way, we had to go more this way and then learn to keep the face stronger. But
Relatively neutralized. Can I hit 2 more with my 3-wood?
That was a bad golf ball. Good swing. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's fine. So I think.
You feel better?
Yeah, I've been feeling pretty good with my swing, like the most consistent, and like I could repeat this.
Yeah.
Because I'm really not. I feel like the swing now is just like very loose.
Yeah.
I would say like versus like I was always just.
Yeah, trying to hit positions.
Yeah. So now I'm like, what if I molded all of it together and just try to get there
Yeah.
and just release? It's the less I hold the club, the better. I think.
Yeah.
Which is the
Cliche of the athlete.
Yeah, exactly. I just feel like an athlete now, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we just need to get dialed on my wedges.
Well, I think with wedges, what we need to do is hit it over a house.
Oh, guys. new series coming.
Hit it over that. Put a house out here.
Over there and then break all those.
Get like a Barbie house first.
Yeah.
Start with that one.
Oh my God. Awesome, man. I
Good.
think that would be good.
Yeah, dude, you're good. You're very good.
Thanks so much for being part of the S2 community. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and lastly, YouTube thinks you would love this video on screen. So give it a click, give it a watch. Thanks so much. I'll see you there.